Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Who all are live here? Just waiting for you all to join. Welcome to the live. We are reading a book, Eat That Frog, and today is 15th session. जो लोग रिकॉर्डिंग देख रहे हैं मैं उनको बता दूं कि हम लोग एक रीडिंग कर रहे हैं बुक की ईट दैट फ्रॉग की जो भी लर्निंग है वट एवर वी आर लर्निंग वी आर ट्राइंग टू इम्प्लीमेंट प्रैक्टिकली इट इन आवर लाइफ्स सो दैट वी आर नॉट ओनली रीडिंग इट. In fact, we are just living that book. We are not reading that book. We are living that book. So, those who are live here, just say good morning, good evening from wherever time zone you are. Good evening, good evening. Who all are live? Who all are live? Please let me know. Just give me a second. Okay. All right. So let me share my screen. And in our previous session, I was not able to continue with session 15. We have started that just because of my technical issue in my laptop. I was not able to, and I hope we'll be doing it today. Just sharing my screen to let me know whether it is visible or not. Okay. Give me a thumbs up if it is visible. Give me a thumbs up if it is visible. Then we are going to start with this beautiful chapter, beautiful learning. If we'll implement it in our lives, हम हर area में बढ़िया कर सकते हैं. In every area. Although this book is related to the productivity, but in every area we are going to flourish. If we learn this, right? Give me a thumbs up if it is visible. Please do let me know. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for letting me know that it is visible. So let me start it. So all right, to start with this chapter again, forget what we did the previous day. So today we are going to take a topic: single handle every task. Single handle every task. That means in this we are going to learn how to work on one task only, just one. Whatever task we'll start, we'll work on only that task until we finish it, right? Without stopping. We are not going to switch to different tasks. We are going to avoid the distractions until we finish that task, until we complete that task, right? Not 50%, not 80%, 100%, right? We are not going to say, I'll do it later, I'll finish it later, it's about to complete, I'll do it tomorrow. No. How to complete that task at one go without any distraction, right? We are going to learn how we can do that, why we are unable to do it, how we can master this one habit, right? If we are going to practice whatever techniques are given in this book by Brian Tracy, if we are going to practice it in our lives, definitely we are going to thrive in our lives. We are going to have so many tasks completed in our life, right? How many of you are at the same page with me? Hey, Sherlyn. Good evening. Good morning at your place. Yes, all right. So, in the previous session, although I'm again going to repeat it, the task switching epidemic, here I had explained a scenario, right? I was just giving you a picture of what it looks like, that what we do while switching, how we switch the task, and how it becomes the problem for us, right? Task switching epidemic, we are calling it, right? Not only a problem, but we are calling it an epidemic, right? So here I told you to imagine a picture. Imagine like you are working, right? You sit down for a work on an important project, and while you are working, you start working. After 5 minutes, there's a ping notification of email in your mobile phone or even in your laptops. You just checked it, you spent few minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes, and then you realize that it needs a quick response, right? You responded it. After giving the response to that email, you come back to your project. All right, you're working again on your project. Again, 10 minutes later, there is a buzz in your phone and you saw a text message from your friend. You checked it, you replied it. And when we have our phone in our hand, it's not like we just reply and we keep it back. There are so many applications open there in front of on the screen only, where we our mind tell us to chal ek minute ke liye khul le yaar, let me check Instagram for 1 minute, for 1 second, right? We do that generally. But if we even if we keep it back again, when we come back to our work, what will happen? We are going to search for it. Yeah, where was I, what was I doing, where I have to start earlier, right? Again, when you again you are there, you for 15 to 20 minutes you were working, and again the doorbell rang, someone asked you for the help, just give me a minute. That's only by word it's a minute, it's never a minute, it's always more than 5 to 10 minutes, right? You gave 10 minutes there, you come back to the project, and now you are trying to remember where, what were you doing, where were you. And by the end of an hour and 1.5 hour, you have worked on your project, right? But you have not made any progress. How many of you feel like it is relatable? It happens. We are not working on a single task at a stretch without any distraction, without any switching the task. Female, especially when we are working from home. I'm telling you, when we are working from home, while sitting on the computer, we have so many other tasks of the kitchen as well. ओहो, दूध उबलने के लिए रखा था, उसको बंद करके आना है. अब ये सब्जी बननी है, उसको रख के आनी है, तब फटाफट काम कर रहे थे. How many of you can relate yourself to this? This happens or not? Good, Sherlin. This is what we are learning in this, right? Those who are implementing each and every task. You are saying that you after started the concept of eating frogs first. That means you're eating your frog. But mm, just get into it. Whether you switch your task even for a single minute while eating that frog or not, you're doing your A, B, C, D, E tasks. If not, then congratulations, this book is working for you. All the learnings are working for you. You are working, you are giving your best to complete it. Some are here only to listen and not to apply in their lives. I'm telling you, many people are coming to this live. Some are watching it in recording, but they're not implementing it in their lives. Those who are implementing it are getting the results as well. Yes or no, Sherlyn? Are you getting the results? I know that you're doing it religiously following. Good, Sherlyn. And I'm telling you, those who are doing it, I know I am also practicing so many tasks here, so many techniques in my life right now. I am also learning so many things from this book. I am applying it and I'm seeing visible results in my productivity. Visible results. No distractions at the time of work. It is giving me. And it's good those who are doing it religiously. But those who are not doing it can check whether this happens with you or not. The scenario which I just explained to you, whether it is happening in your life or not, and how it is increasing your productivity, whether it is increasing your productivity or destroying it. This task switching again and again, definitely it is destroying your productivity, I'm telling you. Then brutal cost of task switching. What is the cost of task switching? Brian Tracy has given the proofs in his book, right? The number of proofs, like the so many universities has worked on this, has studied about this, right? One of the university was University of California as well. So many universities emphasizes on the costs of task switching. They said task switching reduces the productivity by 40%, up to 40%. So when your productivity is getting lost up to 40%, that means if you are constantly switching between the task, you're doing one task and then you are doing another task, again coming back to the task, then again you are just going to the another task. Another task means the interruptions we are talking about. Then again coming to your main task, what happen is you're only working, your working capacity is only 60% and you wasted 40% of your productivity, right? When you are working 8 hours, but in that 8 hours you are switching your tasks, again you are coming back, you are again switching your tasks, again you are coming back. That means out of that 8 hours, only 4 or 5 hours you worked with actual productivity, but rest of the hours you only wasted. I'm telling you. Second cost is 23-minute recovery time. This we have studied earlier as well. This we have understood earlier as well, right? If we get interrupted only by 2 minutes, only by 2 minutes, this is the minimum 2 minutes they said, right? Maximum तो हम कितना भी चले जाते हैं, 2 मिनट तो होता ही नहीं है कभी. But if we get interrupted for 2 minutes even to answer a question, there हमें लगता है यार 2 minutes is not a big deal, but after switching the task even for 2 minutes you will get 23 minutes to get back to work with deep focus again, with deep focus again. That means it is not only 2 minutes, it is 25 minutes. 2 minutes of time wasted and 23 minutes of coming back to that deep focus. Because if you're not doing your work with that deep focus, you're not going to get the outcome, the best outcome, right? And if you're doing it once, you are wasting 25 minutes. And if you are doing it 5 to 10, five times, suppose 5 times a day, how many hours you are wasting? Can you beat that? Nearly 2 hours to 2.5 hours you're wasting, and that is the recovery time. Recovery means you are taking that recovery time to get back to the focused work, get that concentration back, what were you doing, and getting into that task. But again, when you get interrupted again for 2 minutes, again you will take 23 minutes more to come back. So task switching doesn't even make you slower, it also affect your work's quality degradation. It also affects your quality. How? When you switch your task constantly, what will happen? There are more chances of making the mistakes. There are more chances of missing important details, right? There are more chances of thinking deeply. ठीक है? Less deeply, thinking less deeply, because when we are distracted, we are not able to think deeply, we are not able to show the best creativity we would have given to that problem, right? Whatever project we are working on, we will not be able to think deeply, and we will not be able to show the creativity in that, whatever we would have given. So fewer creativity also we are showing, right? So when we are not doing the deep focus, we are not going to give the best results. If we are doing shallow focus, we are only the surface level thinkers, then we are going to give the average result. Mind that. In anything, if you want to give the exceptional results, you have to work with 100% focus, the deep focus, continuous focus, without any interruptions, without any distractions, without switching tasks, right? Then fourth is mental exhaustion. Exhaustion here, mental means our brain is involved in so many tasks at a time. What will happen? What will happen if we are doing task A, suppose, right? We are doing task A, our working memory is here in this task A, and all of a sudden there is a distraction for task B. Someone came, someone has given us another task, or asked to do something else, to give them help for 2 minutes or 5 minutes. Then that is task B. What we are doing, we are switching it to another thing, right? Just wait. So we are switching a task, our mind to task B. That means the memory which were used in that task, the working memory, that working memory's content is clear, and now we are loading the another task. Okay, इसमें क्या करना है, right? ठीक है. Then again we are coming back, we are reorienting where to start now, what we were doing. And what will happen in this switching of the task? Our mental energy is depleting. We are just not using our mental power, mental energy to the best. It is getting exhausted. We are busy all day. We are busy all day. But switching between the tasks, our energy is completely drained, and we are not getting the results. We say we work for the whole day, but we are not getting the results. Why? Because ask from yourself, were we focused? Ask from yourself, on one thing at a time, on single handle, or we were switching the tasks, right? And why we do that, why we switch the tasks? Just see it. There are four reasons which Brian Tracy has given in this book. Switching tasks, right? It is Brian Tracy called this is our enemy, right? This is our enemy. it is so destructive, it is exhausting our mind, it is so destructive. अब हमें पता है चलो it is our enemy, तो why we do this? Why we do this? First is dopamine seeking. Dopamine seeking. Dopamine means what? It is a happy hormone, happy chemical, I would say, happy chemical which is released in our body. It gives us happiness. So uh, every time we check the email, every time we look at the phone, every time we scroll, every time we switch different tasks, it gives us a dopamine hit. Dopamine hit होता है, हमें बढ़िया लगता है, अच्छा लगता है. ओह कुछ बढ़िया हो गया, एकदम काम करते करते फोकस करें. Obviously the task we are doing right now which needs deep focus is hard, not the easiest one, right? Scrolling the phone doesn't require any mental effort, but doing any task or any, working on any project with deep focus, it is hard because it needs our mental effort. It is uncomfortable too, it is challenging too, right? So at that moment our brain needs a break and we say अरे यार थोड़ा सा break तो चाहिए ना. Why we do that? अरे अच्छा लगता है, थोड़ा सा वो dopamine release होता है, right? So it is easier to switch the task, easier to do something which is very easy, right? Scrolling social media, doing busy work, just calling a friend. So our brain seeks for that, our brain seeks for that dopamine seeking. यार अच्छा नहीं लग रहा, अच्छा नहीं लग रहा, तो अच्छा feel करने के लिए we do that, right? Second is uh, avoiding difficulty. Avoiding difficulty here, it is in between only. I have merged both. Avoiding difficulty means here dopamine seeking plus avoiding difficulty. I have explained both. Avoiding difficulty, I said that whatever task we are doing is hard. Absolutely it is hard, it is uncomfortable, that's why we are just running into different tasks. We are now, I am on urgency addiction. Urgency addiction here means um every time our phone buzzes up, right, we just check, oh, what is the message, oh, I need to reply it. So our brain is conditioned like each and every notification is urgent for us. It is already conditioned in us. Now this conditioning has become the addiction for us, right? If message is there, must respond. If any DM is there, must check and respond. Notification is there, ding, I must see that, it may be urgent. So that is something we are conditioned with. So although these can be postponed, but still we feel it urgent, abhi karna hai. These are not actually urgent, these are loud. हमारे brain के अंदर ना उसकी conditioning हो रखी है, वो जोर से बोलते हैं हमारे अंदर, नहीं करना है, I have to do this, to do. And these are loud, and we have trained ourselves to respond to the loud. We are responding to the loud things जो सामने आ रही हैं, rather than the important ones. We don't look for the important ones, we look for the loud ones. And the fourth one is lack of clear priorities. Just take the screenshot also of this. Lack of clear priorities. Sometimes we are working on something, but we actually don't know, we don't have the clarity what is most important for us. Those who are working from day one with us, those who are reading this book from day one, or those who are reading the recording as well, they know what are their big threes if they have worked on all these sessions. They know that what is the ABCDE method and how to use it. If you haven't used it, if you haven't used the big three, if you haven't identified your big threes, if you haven't used your ABCDE method, you're not having any clarity on what you really want, what is most important for you. So if you don't know what is most important, everything feels important. Now you are trying to do this also, this also, this also, this also, because everything feels important. And when you are trying to do so many tasks at a time, nothing will come accomplished. No, nothing will. No. Are we at the same page? Do you understand? Yeah, that too is a distraction. Messages are coming on your phone. Yes. Task switching is like when I'm doing something, that is a task, and someone knocked at the door, I need a minute, that is another task. So I'm switching it, right? If there is a message on my phone, if I'm reading it, that is task switching. All right. So let me move further with सिंगल हैंडलिंग द मेन टॉपिक. अभी तक हम लोगों ने सीख लिया व्हाट इज टास्क स्विचिंग. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू लर्न व्हाट इज सिंगल हैंडलिंग. What is single handling? Brian Tracy defines single handling means setting clear priorities, starting immediately on your most important task, and then working without diversion or distraction until the job is 100% complete. Right? Let me unpack these elements one by one. First element is setting clear priorities. Just we are just unpacking everything in this definition what has been given by Brian Tracy. First is setting clear priorities. That means we must know which is the important task for us. We have to use any method. Either we have to know use big threes, or we have to know if we have what is our A task or what is our B task. We have to use ABCD method. Whatever task we have understood in the previous sessions, we must know what is our biggest frog, right? Because here, if we know what is our biggest frog, if we know what is A task, we are not guessing now. We know that what is our A task. So this is what setting clear priority is. And now if you know what is your big task, start immediately. Never say, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll start it from tomorrow, I'll start it after this meeting. First I'll check this mail and then I'll start doing it. Start immediately. Right now. Right now. कर लो शुरू. ठीक है. Then working without diversion or distraction. This is the main heart of single handling. Single handling. Right. Now, what is single handling? We are going to work on one task, one thing, right? So that means no distractions, no diversions, only one task, no checking of the email, no looking at the phone. Either you switch off the phone or you keep the phone in another room. Lock the door. Tell everyone not to disturb me for these 2 hours, for these hours, right? Not to be multitasking. We think that we are multitasker. No, multitasking is not a good thing. Being multitasker, that means you are not focusing on any one task. You are not going to give 100% in each and every task. Then working without diversion or distraction, if we worked it, how much, for how long we are going to work? Until the job is 100% complete, not 80%. We are not going to say mostly done. No, not mostly done. Do it now. You'll not say I'll finish it later. I'm almost done. I have completed 98%, 99%, only 1% is left. I'll do it tomorrow. No, finish it now. Finish it now. Right? This is what single handling is. Let me share now with two scenarios how it looked like in practice. If we take two examples two examples here of different tasks. First scenario is writing a report. If we have to write a report, what will happen if we do it without single handling, and what will happen if we do it with single handling? Without single handling means after 10 minutes or after 5 minutes or after 20 minutes we are getting so many distractions. Now say for example, if we have to write a report, right, we are writing for 10 minutes. For 10 minutes I was writing, and then again notification came, I checked my email. Distraction came, again coming back, writing for 5 minutes. Then I got a message, again I'm just on my phone answering the text. Again coming back, again trying to write a project. Then a bell rings on my phone. I'm answering the call. After answering the call, my mind is in that call, the conversation what I had on the phone. Again coming back, recovery phase, working for 20 minutes. Again something happened. Lunch break happened, suppose. Okay, khana kha ke fir khate hain. What will happen? We are not there 100%. Again we are getting disturbed, coming back to the recovery phase, not going into the deep focus in that work, right? That fragmented sections we have to work. We are not having a single stretch time to work. We are working in fractions, fragmented time. What will be the quality of the report? Obviously, because it is not had been done with deep focus, the quality will be mediocre, not the best, not the excellent, because we know that we have done it in fragments, right? With single handling, we block 2 hours. भाई ये 2 घंटे मुझे कुछ नहीं करना, और phone off, email off, all other tabs on the screen closed, door closed, sit down, you just write, write continuously, deep focused, write. 1 hour passes by, you are in the flow, you're just writing. And when you are writing with deep focus, automatically your subconscious mind helps you. Words come easily instead of again and again coming into the recovery phase. Now you are in the deep phase, peak performance phase, right? You are not again going into the loading phase or warming up phase. You are in the already in the peak performance phase. And in that phase, your ideas will connect automatically. And mind that when you are in a deep focus, we never wanted to go anywhere, do any other work. We literally, if we are sitting by our heart and focusing deep, we are 100% in that task, we really want to complete it. That also, that completion also gives us dopamine hit, that completion also gives us the happiness. We'll talk about one more chemical here. So here the second scenario, important phone call. If we take this example, अगर कोई phone call की अगर हम बात करते हैं, if I need to answer a phone call, right, that was an important. So I made the phone call, I was talking on the phone call, and along with on the phone call I'm busy checking my email on my computer. That means I'm half listening on the phone and I'm half on my computer. I missed some important details on the phone or on the computer. I'm nowhere then. I again and again have to ask what I have to do, what you said. Maybe the important conversation is missed. You never know. But when we are single handling, that means we are on the call, we are not looking anywhere, we are not into the email, we are not into the computer, nowhere. We are fully, we are giving fully attention on the phone. We are hearing everything. Whatever questions we have to ask, we are asking. Whatever things we are discussing, we are discussing. We don't have to take the follow up again and again. What you said at that time, I missed it, because we were there 100%. 100%. Got that. With these examples, do you come to know what is task switching, what is single handling, what is the outcome of single handling? Are we at the same page? Agree? All right. So moving further, the single handling formula. This is what you have to learn. Just take a screenshot or write in your notepads. This is important. What is the formula? How we can learn to single handle the task? These are the steps which we have to follow. First is choose your task. Choose your task means when we are following any method, that means we need to get our big threes. We need to get our frog, which we need to eat, right? We can use A, B, C, D, E method. So identify your A1 task, that is the most important task. And now when you have identified, on this task only we are going to work single handedly. This is our commitment. What we have to do is we'll estimate time. Second step is estimate time needed. We'll estimate time. Okay, I have to complete this task. This is the very important task. How much time is needed to complete this task? Be very realistic, please. Maybe you need 30 minutes, maybe you need 2 hours, maybe you need 4 hours, maybe you need 2 days, maybe, right? But if you think a task is 4 hours long task, you need 4 hours to complete a task. And suppose if you are working in an office, you have given a task, you were assigned with a task that was very important and you need 4 hour, and you are left with only 1 hour. Never start that. It will get break, and your focus will definitely get shallow. Never start. If you are available with only 1 hour, look for the task which can be done in that 1 hour, right? If you have a task which is 4-hour task, block your time. Or else, if you can break that task in chunks, if it is possible to break that task in chunks, go ahead with that. But if it cannot be breakable, never do it in 1 hour. Never try to do it in 1 hour. After estimating the time, eliminate all distractions. No phones, no emails, no messages, door closed. Tell people that I'm not available from this time to this time. Not available means not available. Be committed to it. People should know that they are not allowed to disturb you. No compromises with anything. I am doing my work, I'm doing my work. No people pleasing. No. Sorry. So then, next is start and don't stop. Sit down with that task, think about it, what you really need to do, what things you need, what resources you need to do that task, right? Start doing it. When you begin that task, do it completely. Don't stop. Don't get distracted, because we have the third step is to eliminate the distractions. That means no checking email, no quick breaks, no switching to different tasks, nothing. No, only working on that particular task. And push through resistance kahan aata hai? Our brain is conditioned for breaks. Our brain is conditioned to switch, because our brain wants dopamine hit. Yaar, kuch to karo, because that is boring. After 15 to 20 minutes, there will be something inside you to touch your phone. There will be something inside you to talk to someone. There will be something inside you to switch your task. Something is there who wants you to switch your task. चल 5 मिनट का ब्रेक दे दो, क्विक ब्रेक दे दो. यार ये थोड़ा सा ना टफ लग रहा है. मे बी आई शुड डू 5 to 10 minutes. आई मस्ट चेक माई emails. Break will Mind will say that, but you have to say no. This is the resistance, right? This is the resistance, because this is easy dopamine hit when we switch on the easier task. That hard task, we are doing it, that is the main important task. But when our brain knows na that is the harder task and we need deep focus, brain is very smart. Brain is seeking easy dopamine hit. Not mind that if you complete that work, the happiness, the celebration of that completion will give the dopamine hit. But still, brain needs easy dopamine hit. छोड़ना यार, easy कर, scroll the phone, right? So here you have to push through this moment, push hard through this moment. You have to push through, right? And complete it 100%. 100%, not 80%. Finish it, complete it, done. Then and then only you are going to do another task. You are going to move to the next task. You are going to do the B task. And this is the formula. This is the formula where you can learn single handling, right? And sometimes people say, यार complete क्यों करना है, एक ही दिन में 2 दिन में क्यों complete करना है 100% task? Why it is important? क्यों ही करना है? अभी से सुनो, complete करना क्यों जरूरी है? वो भी एक psychological चीज है. Why completion matters so much? Brian Tracy said beautifully, like he talked about endorphin effect. Brian Tracy, in his book, he talked about endorphin effect. And what does it say? Endorphins are natural happy chemicals. They make you feel good. You get a sense of accomplishment, satisfaction, pride, and relief. This is the endorphin effect. जो अपने आप आपको एक वो हैप्पी केमिकल आपको सेटिस्फैक्शन देता है, प्राइड फील कराता है, right? When you start a task, right? When you start a task, your brain automatically starts tracking it, how much you have completed, whether you have finished or you have not finished. There are mental open loops in your mind which tracking is on. Tracking is on, right? These open loops creates mental tension, and it forces you, it forces you to work on it actively. Right? They are sitting in your mind, they are sitting in the back of your mind, they are giving you stress. काम नहीं हुआ पूरा, काम नहीं, oh my god, अभी इतना रहता है, वो stress देता है पीछे से. Until the work is completed, that loop is open, and that loop is creating the mental tension. But when you complete it, truly finish it 100%, your brain releases endorphins. Yes. Happy chemical. It makes us feel good. Arey kar liya. Yes. Right? Your brain loves this feeling. Or when it loves this feeling, it wants this feeling more and more of it. And this is what feeling we really need to become addicted. Right? Complete the task regularly. One task completed, another task completed, another task completed. As you complete your task and you get this feeling again and again, your brain becomes addicted to completion, because your brain needs this feeling again and again. It starts craving for that feeling. It starts craving to finish the task. Finish it, or ya khushi lo, complete karo. It changes everything. Endorphin effect. Whatever you have started, finish it. That's why it is important. बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं, दे स्टार्ट समथिंग बट दे नेवर come to the end. That's why what brain does is, there is a tension inside here. I am not a good person. I never fulfill the commitments. I am only a starter. I'm never a finisher. I never fulfill any task. I'm not I'm not fulfilling my commitments. This is what reducing our self worth as well, right? Let me share what is the difference between starters and finishers. This is a difference. These are the examples of how starters behave, how starters are living their life, and how finishers are doing it. Let me read the starters first. Starters have 20 projects going at once, none finished. So many projects are there, so many tabs are open there inside their minds. This work is not finished, this work is not finished, this work is not finished, I have to complete this also. Oh my god. But no task is finished, because they are starters. They have started so many things, but they have not finished. They feel constantly overwhelmed and stressed. भार हो जाता है इतना सारा. They can't remember what they have completed recently. They have low confidence that I have never finished anything. Experience chronic guilt about unfinished work. There is a guilt inside them. I'm never able to. I'm never doing it. I'm not a good person. और एक statement नहीं आती. There are so many negative statements which spirals in the mind, in the heart, in the emotions. Feel perpetually behind. Starters are the persons who want so many things in their life. They work hard, but they are not motivated because of task switching, because of not single handling. They are not able to finish it, so they feel like failures. They work very hard, but they feel like failures, that I'm not able to do anything. Why? Because they don't know the task switching is sucking their productivity. They're not able to do it. 40% productivity loss, can you beat that? 40%, we are only working 60%, but we can work 100% just because of task switching and not single handling, right? Brain is not satisfied. The loops are always open. If we are not completing the task, the loops are always open, and they're giving us mental tension, mental stress. If we talk about the finishers have fewer projects, क्योंकि वो complete करते रहते हैं. One complete, two complete, three complete, four complete. Okay, we are having left with fewer. They complete them all. Feel accomplished and energized. Can list their recent completions with pride. They know that what they did. They have high self confidence. I am someone who follows through. I do it. Whatever I say, I commit to it. Experience satisfaction and momentum. One after the another. Every completed tasks set the momentum for the next one. Feel on track and in control. They feel that they are in control. Finishers also work very hard. Like starters work very hard, but they feel as a failure. But finishers also work very hard, but they feel accomplished. They feel confident, right? They feel completely happy and different from the starters, because they are not only the starters. They start and they finish, right? Got that? That momentum. The momentum of completion. snowball effect. When you complete one task, it creates momentum for the next task. एक हो जाता है, दूसरे के लिए हम momentum बना देते हैं. When you finish task A, the important one, when you eat your frog, that completion releases the endorphins in your body. You feel good. Your brain thinks, oh, I can do this. I can do more. I can finish things. Yes. So I can commit. You trust yourself. You increase your confidence. Even people start trusting you because they know that whatever you say, whatever you start, you finish it. People start trusting you. You don't need to become people pleaser. They won't trust you if you are not fulfilling the commitments. आप सबकी सुन रहे हो, बीच में स्विच कर रहे हो टास्क, यू आर नॉट कंप्लीटिंग योर वर्क. Even if you do anything for anyone, if you will not get the confidence, others will only mirror your image. This is what manifestation is. When you don't trust yourself, no one else will. And how will you trust yourself? By fulfilling the commitment you did, by being a finisher. By being a finisher, start the task, finish it. If you're not finish it, I'm telling you, you lose the momentum, your confidence gets dropped. But if you finish it, you are highly, highly motivated to do the another one. You are not trapped in the cycle of starting and not finishing, starting and not finishing, starting and not finishing. No. If you're doing it single task, 100% completion, you'll be a different person. You'll become unstoppable. No one can stop you. And people get inspired from you. There's one more psychological effect here. The Zeigarnik effect. It is the cost of incompletion. What is the cost of incompletion? If you don't complete a task, what will happen? What is this effect is? It is named after psychologist Bluma Zergarnik, who discovered it in 1920s. He says, your brain remembers unfinished tasks better than finished ones. आपका ब्रेन ना रजिस्टर कर लेता है. It remembers, okay, this one is not finished, this one is not finished, this I have not done, this I have not done. It is active in your RAM, it is active in your brain and constantly reminding you. It is not congratulating you for the work you have finished. Your brain is not going to clap for you, or your brain is not going to pat your back that, oh wow, you have completed this. It will only remember the works which you have not completed, and it will give you again and again messages. Hey, you didn't finish that report, that email still needs a response. Why are you not working on the project? The project is still hanging. Each unfinished task is like a browser open in tab is like a tab open in your mind. And each and every tabs, when so many unfinished tasks are there in your mind in that browser, what will happen? You will drain your mental energy. You will exhaust yourself. The more unfinished tasks you have, the more mental energy is drained. You will feel more stressed, anxiety, overwhelmed. And when you complete the task, what will happen? It will give you the confidence. Your brain will say, okay, this mental tab is closed, this one is closed, this one is closed, this one is closed. And with this, your mental energy gets free up. Your memory is free. You're lighter, you're more focused, right? Mind that single handling is so powerful. It is not just about productivity, it is also about mental health. Mental health. So many tabs open, mental health is getting degraded, destroyed. Tabs closed, you are calm, focused, right? Got that? Are we at the same page? Asking me, are you a starter or a finisher? I was a starter, but I am a finisher now. Yes, until and unless we learn something, until I'm working on these things since last 5 years, and I have changed a lot. I was also same, and I'm telling this, whatever I'm saying, that this is not only the productivity that matters. It also affects your mental energy, because I myself have experienced that. I felt the overwhelm. I felt that drain of my mental energy when so many tabs are on. ये भी रह गया, ये भी रह गया, ये भी रह गया, ये भी रह गया. I felt everything. This learning is from my experience. Yes, it affects your mental energy as well. And after working on my own self since last 4 to 5 years, I have seen so many changes in my mental health. Sometimes I feel like I started something due to so many, because right now I'm having other responsibilities as well. I cannot say, I cannot say, I'm not giving an excuse, but sometimes I cannot sit at a stretch because there are so many A, B, C, D. But I have started working from with this, with the help of this A, B, C, D formula. This is not the first time I have studied this A, B, C, D formula in this book. My mentor also told me about it, this A, B, C, D formula, and it is old, which I know that, and I'm following it. Still, for one or two tasks, I'm not the finisher yet, and I know that this is the open loop in my mind, which is again and again asking, Shubha, this task is left. There are still open loops, but I know that I am a finisher. I'm going to do it. But that confidence is in me because I have finished so many tasks. I am the finisher. Now I'm not only a starter, I am the finisher. Although 2 to 3 tasks are still, I have not finished, but I know that I am the finisher. I know that I have that confidence. I'm going to do it. Now I'm not that overwhelmed. My mindset, Sherlyn says, my mindset have been changed a huge after these two books, and thanks to you, big thanks. Thanks to all of you. Actually, thanks to all of you for coming and reading these books with me. All right, let me move forward. Building your single handling muscle. Now, here to learn how to practice single handling in our own lives. What are the levels? How can we see the progression in our lives? This is a training for all of us. These are the levels which we need to complete. To start with, if any person is not a finisher, how can you start small? किसी बड़े टास्क को एकदम से मत लो, अरे बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट ले लिया उसको करूंगा. No, start with small. That will give you confidence. That will set the momentum on for you. That will release the endorphins for you if you complete a small task. So the level one is start with small task. That means a task which needs only 10 to 15 minutes. Pick a task, right? Pick the task for 10 to 15 minutes, no distractions, nothing. Work that. If you want to work on a document, just open the page, work on that document for 10 to 15 minutes without any distractions, with deep focus, do it. If you want to make a phone call, do it, but with 100% focus there only. No emails, no email checking, no distractions, no TV watching, no nothing, only the conversation. Be there. Set a timer. You can set a timer for 15 minutes. कि ये 15 मिनट ही करना है. But I have to focus, deeply focus on that one small task only. No distractions, no switching. I'm not going to switch the task. Complete it and say yes. And that yes is absolutely there. That is going to give you the confidence. यार 15 मिनट तो मेरा कहीं distraction नहीं है. I did it. And that will, you will feel the endorphin in you, and that is going really going to set the momentum for you. Celebrate your win. Level one is start with a small task, then increase it to 30 minutes block. We have to build a habit, no? Once you know that you are able to focus for 15 minutes consistently, start with 30 minutes now. 30 minutes. Take a task, pick up a task which needs at least 30 minutes to complete. Go ahead with it without any distractions, single handed. When you start working on it without switching the task for 30 minutes, complete. Wow, again endorphin release, again happiness, again celebrate. Right? Then, when you master this, that for 30 minutes you're working deep focus on one single task and your brain is not getting distracted with anything, with no interruptions, You can focus deeply for the 30 minutes. Then come to a graduate level, graduate to 60 to 90-minute deep work. Now you are ready for real deep work. Now you sit for 60 to 90 minutes, set a timer for 90 minutes. For that 90 minutes, do not get distracted. Be very focused. वो प्रोजेक्ट लो जिस पे काम कर रहे हो for 90 minutes. This is where magic will happen. This is where you can see that you are so productive. You give your best, this increases your level of confidence to such a high level that you believe yourself that you are a finisher. Yes, you can do it. You can do it. And after when you are perfectly doing it for 60 to 90 minutes, then the master board is there. You can single handle the task for 2 to 4 hours straight. Start working on it then. If you know that you for few days you worked on 60 to 90 minute, again 60 to 90 minute, again 60 to 90 minute, again 60 to 90 minute, you give yourself 10 days, 15 days. Even some may get used to it within a week, that without any distraction they can easily work for 60 to 90 minutes. Then switch on to 2 to 4 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. If there is any complex project, complex work, go ahead, do it, right? Then you'll see the breakthroughs in your life. Then you'll see the breakthroughs in your life. What is the rule to live by? If you're doing it single handling, we know that level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, but there are some rules we have to follow while doing these levels. And these 5 rules are non negotiable. Take the screenshot of it. These rules are non negotiable. You have to follow these rules. Number 1, one task only. No two tasks, no multitasking, only one. Only one. Don't switch. If you get a message in your mind, or someone pings you up for another work, just write it down. Okay, ye kaam karna hai, just write it down for later. Don't do it immediately. Don't distract yourself even for a minute. Second, no distractions allowed. Phone off, email off, door closed, everything. No interruptions. If someone try to interrupts you, say I'm not available right now. I'll help you out with some other time. Give them specific time. 2 घंटे बाद बात करेंगे. Third, third rule, finish before moving on. Until you have completed your A task, never switch on to the B. Until you have completed the B task, never switch on to the C. Don't say A task is almost done. It is 80% completed. Now I'm going to do the B task. Tomorrow I'll complete A and B both. No. Until you complete 100% of the A task, you're not going to do the B task. This is the rule. Next is resist the urge to switch. अंदर से आएगा चलो ही. Our brain needs that hit, right? Dopamine hit. Brain will say check something, switch the task, do something. After 15 to 20 minutes, brain starts doing that, right? That's normal because brain is seeking that. But once you give the happiness of the celebration of completing the work to the brain will come in that momentum only. Brain will not resist that. Right? Celebrate completions. Rule 5. Whenever you complete, you have to acknowledge it. Yes, I did it. You have to celebrate it. You have to say it loud. Done. I've completed it. Feel proud. You have to feel that. आपकी पूरी बॉडी को पता चलना चाहिए क्या हुआ है. वो ब्रेन का जो आपको एडिक्शन है वो देना है कंप्लीशन का. ब्रेन को देना. ओ आई हैव कंप्लीटेड इट. वो हैप्पीनेस हार्मोन जो है, हैप्पीनेस केमिकल जो आपकी पूरी बॉडी में जाना चाहिए, शुड मेक यू फील गुड, शुड मेक यू फील प्राउड. दिस इज द रूल. राइट? Are we at the same page, everyone? Are we at the same page? Have you taken the screenshot? Because now we are going to make a declaration. Here is the declaration what we all have to make. Declare it. I am a finisher. Speak out loud with me. I believe whatever I'm saying, you are saying it after me, right? मेरे बाद आप बोल रहे हो, मैं believe करती हूँ इस बात को. I am a finisher. I complete what I start. I single handle my most important tasks with full focus until they are 100% done. I do not scatter my attention. I do not leave tasks incomplete. I finish what I begin. Mean it. Whatever you are saying after me, just mean it. See it on the screen. Take the screenshot. Repeat it. I am the finisher. I am the finisher. Who is the finisher here? Just write in the comment box, I am the finisher. Declare it right now. I am the finisher. Write it in the chat box. I am the finisher. There are so many people who are live here. I can see them, but no one is writing here. Be active. Only two to three people are just conversating here. Good. I am the finisher. Those who are writing it, they are declaring it that they are the finisher. Great. I am the finisher. Great. So, what are the key takeaways? So, this is the end of this chapter. Key takeaways, what you have learned is task switching destroys 40% of our productivity, right? It is killing us. We are only working 60% of our capability and productivity. Then we have learned single handling is equal to, what is single handling? Working on one task from start to finish without stopping. If the task is 4 hours long, don't start if you have only 1 hour to do. Completion releases endorphins and creates momentum. You build from 15 minutes tasks to 2 to 4 hours deep work sessions. एकदम से नहीं पहुंच जाओगे कि 4 घंटे एकदम deep focus हो गया. No, you have to work on it. You have to build that muscle. Start from small and take it to the 4 hours. And this is your new identity. I am a finisher. This is going to increase your confidence. I'm telling you. I am a finisher. Yes, I also say that I am a finisher. I know that my one or two tasks are still left to be finished, but I know that I am a finisher. I'm going to finish, and I know that those tasks are not 1 to 2 days task. I know that they will take time, and I'm working on it. So I am a finisher. I know that I'm going to do it. So this is your homework. Single handle one task every day this week. Track your completions and also celebrate it. Notice the endorphins. Eliminate one major distraction, that is especially your phone. Join us tomorrow for the next session. How many of you are at the same page? Done? All right. All right. So I think you have taken what are your homework, right? You are building small, building that muscle, and you're going to reach the mastery. You are the finisher, right? Single handling isn't just about getting more done. It's about changing who we are, right? Who we are. We need to change our identity because we get distracted easily. We leave things 80% done. This is who we are becoming. It's not only about the productivity, it is who we are becoming. Our mind is never focusing deep. Our mind is always scattered, overwhelmed. This is who we are becoming. That's why it is important, very important to be the single handler and complete the work. Be the finisher. It is going to change our own identity. We have to practice single handling consistently. If we do it, we become a person who is a finisher, who completes what we start. right? And this is not only a productivity technique. I feel this is what transformation is. This is how we transform as a human being, and identity transforms. All right. See you tomorrow for the next session. Thank you very much for being here, everybody. We are learning together, we are transforming together. Those who are watching it as a recording, I request you, literally, I request you for your own sake, please do it, please practice it, implement it in your lives. It is going to change your lives, it is going to change your identity. This is the transformation. This is not only the entertainment life, this is something where we are changing, right? Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Bye bye. Bye.